Hi everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Minimalism is cool, right? Well, you may disagree, but I truly believe in that concept of owning less. It really changed my life for the better. And as a minimalist, I often find myself scratching my head at the quirky habits we tend to adopt. Packing for a short trip as if you are going away for a year. Do you really need 2 huge suitcases for 5 days at a beach hotel? Or spending more than $1,000 to buy a new phone that's almost identical to last year's one. However, I agree that iPhone colors are super nice every year. When I see such things happening, I ask myself, do we really need to be doing this? But my fellow minimalists are no better. To be honest, sometimes I feel shocked when I hear some of the habits people share on YouTube. There is also a name for it, Ultra Minimalists. For me, it's just too radical of an approach, so stick around as I share 6 weird things minimalists do but probably shouldn't. You might just find yourself nodding along, or maybe it's complete nonsense. Let's find out. But before we do that, I'd appreciate it if you could give this video a thumbs up, and by all means, please hit the subscribe button to see more content like this. First off, refusing to own a pet. Maybe it's because of the clutter they bring, as your dog or your cat comes with a list of things: leashes, litter boxes, brushes, pet food, medicine, and the list goes on. Or maybe a cat or a dog is just another item, and minimalists like to own some magical number of items. Something like, I own 100 items only. And maybe you have to choose between a cat and a toothbrush just to hit that number. For me, it looks weird. My wife and I have 2 cats, not just 2 cats, but 2 Maine Coons, which means that those bad boys are huge. You might spot them in the background in some of the videos. Today, for example. Do they bring clutter? Probably yes, but it's all perfectly manageable. And it can't compare to the amount of joy, fun, and coziness they bring to our home. So I can understand getting rid of social media, but getting rid of pet just because of the clutter and not because of an allergy, phobia, or just not liking them, that's weird to me. So be a pet parent, that's cool. If pets bring joy to you, some items bring joy as good and warm memories. It's time for the next weird minimalist habit: living without sentimental items. Partly I get it. Sometimes it's easier to live without memories. And yes, I agree that some ugly t-shirt celebrating a school reunion from 2010 is not something of a value. But owning a few items that bring you warm feelings, I believe it is important. As for us, we live in Thailand, and the majority of our friends and family live elsewhere. Yes, we do connect regularly, but nothing beats a good old photo taken years ago. I've never been a sentimental person. I've never reviewed my iCloud photos. Literally, never. But now we do own a few photo albums, some with friends, some with family, and I can't call this clutter. For example, I have some pictures of my parents all over the place. When I walk by and I see them, I feel fine. I feel great. And I smile. I think that's a good thing and not something you have to get rid of. And for example, we have some photo albums. This one, for example, is from our wedding. It has some warm words and some photos of our friends and family. And this is cool, and sometimes I go over it and I like it. That is our conscious choice to have them in the house, and we enjoy having them. Also, I own a few watches. Yes, I know the purpose of watches is to show time. So why bother to have several, especially as a minimalist? Again, I get it. And actually, I used to have even more, I think around 10 pairs. Now, I own 1 sports watch and 2 mechanical watches. I could live with my Garmin alone. It does the job and even more. But these 2 beauties, they have sentimental value, and I plan to own them for the rest of my life. Maybe I will even pass them on to my kids one day. So for this habit, I believe it is important to avoid souvenirs and just buying stuff. But it's important to have a few sentimental items that bring you good memories. Next up is wearing only one color. Usually black, just like serious black here. Well, in my opinion, a wardrobe is the most complex part of a minimalist journey, especially in the beginning. And you have to find ways to optimize all these items you rarely use. But taking it to all the same pants and all the same t-shirts is weird. And making them all the same color is even weirder. Weirder? Weird word, weirder. Why not mix and match at least the t-shirts? Okay, I get it. You want to wear your beloved pants all the time and they are black. But wearing them with a black, white, blue, green, brown or yellow t-shirt doesn't require any effort. Why own 5 identical t-shirts when you can own 5 t-shirts of different colors? Getting dressed in the morning still doesn't require any thought because your black pants and colored t-shirts match perfectly. It's still the same amount of items, but life is much brighter. Look at nature. It rarely has just one color. It's usually an explosion of colors. Let's be closer to nature. And I think that's one of the minimalist mantras. I'm in. What about you? What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comment section below. When we are done with the wardrobe, it's time to take good care of it. Let's check the washing machine and find out a weird habit of minimalists. No laundry detergent in the house. I think I can get it. If you work in an office or from home, most likely you don't have tough stains on your shirt, and the washing machine can do the job with just water to refresh your clothes. But won't you still get some stains in the kitchen? Or when you're enjoying your meal? Or am I the only one here who likes to put mustard on everything, including my t-shirt? Some minimalists try not to buy detergent in store, but make it themselves. I've always thought that minimalism is something that frees up your time for things you enjoy doing. If you enjoy making laundry detergent in your bathroom, no questions asked. But I don't enjoy it, and I don't enjoy stains on my clothes since I don't own a lot of them. This is why I plan to save my time, just buy detergent and not worry about this part of my life. Yes, you can easily live without detergent, but the next weird habit brings so much discomfort to your life that I just don't get it. Some minimalists don't use heating or air conditioning. I can understand that this could be due to budget constraints. Okay, things happen, I get it. But what does this have to do with minimalism? Wearing 2 pairs of socks, pants and a couple of sweaters just because you don't want to use the heater in the apartment? What is that about? Why create so much stress? When it's cold, you can't work. For example, your hands are freezing, and all you can think is getting warm somehow. On the other side, if it's hot, and I know something about it after spending several years in Southeast Asia, you can't sleep well, which ruins your next day. You have no energy, no productivity, feeling sluggish and wanting to cool down somehow. Why would anyone bring this into their life? Again, budget-wise, I get it, but this has nothing to do with minimalism. It's only about your budget. Minimalism as a concept is brilliant and helps me a lot. The biggest benefit here is having peace of mind and some free time that you can use for things you love. That is why the next thing on the list is a weird habit. Some minimalists avoid hobbies that require equipment. What are the hobbies that don't require equipment actually? So let's say I would love to paint pictures. I start my minimalist journey to free up some space and live the life I want. You remember? I've always wanted to be a painter. But what happens? As a minimalist, I can't afford to buy the equipment that will help me become a painter. So no brushes, no paints, no easel, and so on. As a result, I found time to enjoy my hobby, but I don't do it because it's against the concept. In my opinion, that is weird. Declutter your house. I'm the first to support you on that journey, but don't let principles ruin your dream life. Everything needs a balance, and I think minimalism is no exception. Everyone should find what works for them. Let me know your thoughts or share your favorite weird habits in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, you will most likely enjoy these ones. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.